The eraser tool, well, as it says, it simply erases part of the image. Right? So if you want to rub something out, you know, like the soldier, you can. The eraser tool and the brush tool, if I go back to the brush tool, all have similar options. So if I go up here to the properties of the brush tool, you can see I can change the diameter, so how big the brush tool is. See, there it is quite big, there it is quite small. There are also some default settings for it that you can have. So for instance, I could have a star shape brush tool. I'll blow that up quite big, and you can see it's putting stars in. Right? Generally, again, I don't use that type of stuff. The hardness and softness as a result. If something has a hard, I'll just change this to a more extreme colour. Let me just pick a bright red so you can see. Right? If something has a hardness of 100%, you can see that there's a very sharp edge. Right? If the hardness is at the opposite, 0%, you can see not such a hard edge, and it allows you to blend colours a little better. I would always suggest having a soft brush, which would allow you to blend things in a little better. Opacity and flow. Well, the opacity is how see-through something is. So I'll tell you what, I'll whack the hardness to 100% again, and the opacity I've taken down to 30%, so you can see it's got quite a transparent look to it. Right? Flow, again, imagining that this was an airbrush, is how quickly the spray comes out of the brush, if you think of it that way. So if I take that right down to practically nothing and I'm spraying over it, if I keep going over the same layer, it will get darker and darker and darker and darker. Well, it won't, because I've got the opacity switched down, but it will gradually fill it in. But these areas here go a bit slower, right, because I've got the flow turned down. So that's all that.